Sige po, sir.
Okay, so last time natapos tayo dun sa natapos kami dun sa ibang section. Napanood nyo na pala yun? Have you watched the recording that I sent last time? Or did you look into the YouTube account? Sa YouTube account ko, nakita nyo yun?
Ano, sir? Wala yung ano ko. Ano, sir?
Napanood nyo na yung previous recording namin?
Hindi pa po, sir.
Ala, ba't hindi? Di ba sabi ko pag hindi tayo nagmi-meet, check nyo kasi meron kaming meeting sa other section na pares lang din ang itatakil. But for now, try to look into the discussion there. Ang merong na-discuss namin doon is on module 3, which is on getting the derivatives of wait lang. Okay, so natapos naman natin yung until quotient rule, di ba? Tama ba? Product rule, quotient rule, and then last time we did natural exponential and natural logarithmic and a little of logarithmic to generalize power formula. Yun ang kailangan nyo, I think, gawin kasi we did that last December 14. Di na tayo nag-meet nun after that. Tama ba?
Opo, sir.
Okay, so paki-panood. In-upload ko na yun sa YouTube. Same account. So, nandun lang siya. Paki-browse na lang kung alin doon. Ang title nun is Natural Exponential at saka Natural Logarithmic to Generalized Power Formula. Okay, or better yet, panoorin nyo lang yung iba pa para ma-review na rin kayo. Okay? So, reviewin natin yung ibang mga rules bago tayo pumunta sa lesson natin ngayon. So, okay. I'll share my screen. Okay, ito yung na-discuss doon. These 5 theorems which are very simple pero medyo madami-dami ang kailangang tandaan nyo dito. The first 2 or number 7 and 8, this one is a theorem on natural exponential, or you can actually consider this, you can tawag nito, pwede mo siyang expand using the exponential function. Pag sinabi kasi nating exponential function, guys, ang base natin is constant at yung ating exponent, yun yung variable. Di ba? Kapag meron tayong polynomial or yung algebraic expression natin, ang meron tayo, yung exponent natin number and then yung ating base is yung ating variable. Kapag nagpalit na siya at yung ating base ay number na siya, take note, mukha tong hindi number pero number yung letter E na to. This is the constant number E, yung 2.17 and so on and so forth. It's an irrational number. Okay, so kapag constant na yung ating base at saka yung ang ating exponent ay variable, ang tawag na natin sa kanila ay exponential function. Okay? So, ito is specific natin i-discuss kasi ito yung tinatawag nating natural exponential function. May mga special names. And then kapag yung ating base ay hindi na number E, magdadagdag lang tayo dito na very simple. Magkakaroon ka lang dito ng ln of that constant. Ganun lang siya. Okay? So may dagdag lang na ln of a. So yun lang ang kaibahan nito. Pero ito ang ginagamit, ito yung kalimitan kasi ito yung most applicable sa pagdating sa thermodynamics, ganun. Ito yung basically usually ginagamit ito yung natural exponential function. And also the natural logarithm. Bihira kasi yung ibang other bases. But kung sakaling magkaroon, this is a number, any constant aside from E, meron lang ditong ln of that constant A. Okay? Ano yung ln? Yun yung natural logarithmic. Yun naman yung inverse function ng ating natural exponential function. Okay ba? So to find for the derivative of the natural exponential function, ang gagawin lang natin is to get the derivative of e to the x is just simply itself. Okay? Ito lang ang merong function na siya din ang derivative. But notice, itong ating theorem number 8, this is the generalized the part wherein yung ating exponent is not just x. If the exponent is an expression in terms of x, ang gagawin natin to get the derivative, ganun pa rin, kukopyahin pa rin natin yung buong e to the u, but after that we will multiply with the derivative of the exponent u. Actually, you can apply it here. Yun nga lang dito, ang derivative ng exponent ay 1, so you don't have to write 1. So parang may times 1 lang dito. Kaya ganun. Malinaw po ba? So kapag derivative ng e to the x is simply e to the x. Kapag yung ating exponent ay hindi na x, kunwari nagkaroon niya ng 2x or x plus 1 or x plus 10, basta expression na siya in terms of x na hindi siya x, all you have to do is to just multiply with the derivative of the exponent. Yun ang natin. Welcome, Mr. Ayongke. You okay there? Okay, next. Ito namang natural logarithm. Ang natural logarithm naman is just the logarithmic function wherein the base is e. Kaya ito yung inverse function ng ating exponential function or natural exponential, yung natural logarithm. Or we simply call it ln of x. So to get the derivative of ln x is just simply 1 over x. Okay? Now, what if we have an ln of u? So itong x instead of x, we have an expression in terms of x. Okay? So u na siya. So ang gagawin lang natin, ganun pa rin, yung argument ng natural logarithm, ilalagay lang natin sa denominator and then we will multiply with the derivative of the argument, which is your u. So we just multiply or place in the numerator yung derivative ng u. Okay? Itong rule number 11 naman is the rule wherein we will be using or we call it the generalized power formula. So if you would recall your power formula, yung x to the n natin, what if yung ating base ay hindi lang x, kundi an expression in terms of x? So very similar in u to the n minus 1 du or the derivative of the base. Okay, so merong ganun sa previous discussion, may mga example nito. So you just verify that. Okay. For now, ang gagawin natin is we will proceed now with the next set of theorems, which is getting the derivatives using, or what if we have expression in terms of, or that contains the trigonometric functions naman. So ito yung kailangan ng tatandaan. So if you try to get the derivative of sine or the sine function u, sine u, or that if you have the trigonometric function sine, and then the cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and the cosecant. Ito yung derivative niya sa kabilang side. So if you get the derivative of sine u, that will just be cosine u, and then multiplied with the derivative of the argument. So parang tatandaan nyo lagi, parang ito yung, you can consider this as the chain rule na tinatawag. Pag yung chain rule, we always have to get the derivative of what is inside. Parang papasok ng papasok yung pagkuha ng derivative. So dito parang ang outer niya yung sine function, yung inner niya yung u. So we get the derivative first of the outer, which is sine u. So we get that would be cosine u, and then we get the derivative of the inner, which is u. So we have a u prime. Okay? So parang ganun yan. Parang if you can consider this, you can consider this also as derivative of composite functions. Parang ganun. Kapag meron tayong mga composite functions, we have to get the derivative of what is, parang papasok tayo ng papasok. Okay? So yun ang some call it the chain rule. Okay? Parang chain, may chain ka, may pasunod-sunod ka. So whenever you try to get the derivative of the outside, you first get the derivative of the outside until para tayong papasok na. Para tayong nagbabalat ng prutas. For example, we get first the outer and then so on and so forth. Saka tayo matatapos ng pagkuha ng derivative. So sine u, derivative would be cosine u, u prime. Cosine u, the derivative is ito negative, sine u, u prime. Okay? And the derivative of tangent u, or that will be it would be secant square u prime. Okay? And then cotangent u naman, the derivative niya will be negative cosecant squared u prime. Secant u will be secant u tangent u prime. Notice there will always be a u prime at the end kasi again we are getting the derivative of the inside, okay? Or the argument. Cosecant u will be negative cosecant u cotangent u prime. So you have to remember this, guys. But this you can easily remember this by considering only the function and its co-function. Pag tinignan mo yung sine u, notice, and then cosine u, magkamukha lang, parang nagpalitan lang sila. Notice, nagkaroon lang ng negative sa ating cosine. Notice, lahat ng may co-function, kunwari derivative ng cosine, ito cosine, cotangent, and then cosecant, lagi siyang merong negative. Okay, yun yung tatandaan niyo lagi. Lahat ng walang ko, positive yung derivative niya. Malinaw po ba yun? And then notice, halos magkamukha yung dalawang mag-co-function. Yung ito, magkamukha yung kanilang derivative. Ito rin, magkamukha din yung derivative nila. Ito secant squared, dito naging cosecant square lang. Dito naman, secant u tangent u, naging cosecant u cotangent u lang. Diba madaling tandaan? Okay, so yun yung mga kailangan nyo tandaan para madali nyong matandaan. Diba? You have to remember that so that you can easily remember that. What a very cyclic way of saying that, but I hope you get my point. Okay? Malinaw po ba, guys? Unless you have question? Or andyan pa ba kayo? Andyan pa ba kayo?
Malinaw, sir.
Sir.
Yes. Okay. How about John Paulo? Are you there? You okay?
Opo.
Okay. So let's have example. Ano pa nga bang kailangan natin gawin? Kundi we'll have examples on how we can use this. Okay. So I prepared 3 examples here. Kasi halos pare-parehas lang yun. Kailangan nyo lang tandaan ito. But these examples that I made, I incorporated other rules. Kunwari, I used the product rule in consonance with these theorems. So parang para may challenge. Hindi lang siya derivative ng sine u, that will be cosine u, di ba? U prime. Sana mas nakukuha na agad siya. Pero kapag samahan natin ng konting twist on what if we incorporate other theorems. Ito tayo. Ready na kayo? Okay, so ito, very simple muna tayo. So how do we get the derivative of y when y is equal to x sine x? Diba? Parang may addition ka. So when we have an addition, all you have to do is to do simple. Kapag addition, diba? We get the derivative of this plus the derivative of the other one. So what would be the derivative of x? It would just be 1. And then derivative of sine x, that would be cosine x. Diba? Times derivative of x, which is 1. So cosine x lang. So we have this. Okay? Get it? Malinaw? Okay, just raise your hand if you have questions or if it is not clear. Okay, let's have the second one. What if we have this? Okay. Okay, this one, notice we have an x secant of 1 minus 3x. Tandaan natin ha. We just word of advice, whenever we consider trigonometric function, if we have a trigonometric function, yung argument natin, hindi pwede nating i-distribute yung, kunwari ito, meron kang secant of 1 minus 3x. Hindi mo pwede i-distribute yung secant sa 1 minus secant of 3x. Mali yun ha. Walang ganon. Hindi distributive yung ating trigonometric function. Okay? Lalo't yung itong x natin, hindi pwede yung ipasok doon. Okay? Hindi yan pwedeng ipasok ko dyan. Dapat, you will consider secant of 1 minus 3x as one quantity. Hindi mo pwedeng insertan ng mga kung ano-ano. Okay? Unless you use identities na tinatawag. Now, notice this one, ang kakaibahan dito sa una, ito, addition lang to, di ba? Ito naman, multiplication. So kapag may multiplication tayo ng isang quantity to another quantity, we will be using, ano class? Anong gagamitin nating rule? Hello? Anong rule ang gagamitin natin? Andiyan pa ba kayo? Wala na to. Andiyan pa ba kayo?
Nandito pa, sir.
Andito pa. Anong gagamitin nating rule? Anong rule ang gagamitin natin para makakuha natin derivative nito? O meron tayong isang quantity tapos i-multiply. Di ba pag ganyan, multiplication yan with the other one. So what will we use? Anong rule? Ayun.
Ano nga ba?
Nasabi ko na.
Sir, di ko narinig.
Anong rule ang gagamitin natin to get the derivative of this? Kapag meron tayong isang quantity multiplied to another quantity. Ayun, nandun na. Doon na yung sagot. Ano?
Ano nga?
Multiply, sir.
Ayun, multiply. Or ano yung result sa multiplication? Tawag natin doon ay?
Product rule.
Ayun, product. So, dahil may multiplication tayo dito, we will be using product rule. Okay. So, product rule, di ba? We copy first the first factor and then multiply with what? Kukopyahin yung una, tapos i-multiply natin saan? Hello?
Sir, ano po ulit?
Paano dito yung product rule? Paano natin ginagawa yon?
Copy lang.
Copy yung unang factor, tapos
Factor.
Ay, ano?
ano na?
X cos, ano yun? Cosecant ata to.
Opo. So, we multiply derivative ng pangalawang factor, di ba? Mukhang naputokan ata yung mga ko natin, ha?
Pumutok yung mga utak namin, sir.
Kalimutan na rin.
Naputukan, sir.
Naku, kung anong putok yan. So, we get the first factor, derivative nung pangalawa, diba? Plus, we copy the second factor, derivative nung una. Diba? Naalala yan? Ipakita ko na nga. Ito siya. Okay? Okay, so x, saan galing tong second x ay secant 1 minus 3x tangent 1 minus 3x. Ito yung derivative ng secant u, di ba? Ang derivative ng secant u, tangent u, times the derivative ng ating u. Ang derivative nito? Derivative ng 1 ay 0. Derivative ng negative 3x ay?
3.
Negative 3.
Negative 3.
Okay? Plus, okay, copy the second factor which is secant of 1 minus 3x times the derivative of x. So, ito yung derivative ng x. What is the derivative of x?
1.
1. Kaya, hindi na niya isinulat. Okay? Okay, natandaan na. Natandaan na si product rule.
Naalala na, sir. May pulbura pa kasi utak namin, eh.
No. Anyway, so tandaan niya na, huwag niyo kalimutan kasi magkakaroon ulit tayo ng quiz. Maybe by tomorrow, I'll be uploading another quiz on that. Simula naman ng yung module 3 naman tayo. Tapos na tayo hanggang quotient rule dun sa isang quiz natin, di ba? Ngayon naman, magkakaroon naman tayo ng quiz on exponential hanggang dito naman. I'll try to upload it by tomorrow. So be watchful of the Google Classroom natin. Ha? Anyway, sasabihan ko pa rin naman sa GC natin. Sakali. Okay, so pagkatapos ng product rule, ito naman. Ano naman nakikita niyo dyan? Meron naman tayong
Division.
Division. So, pag fraction, anong meron sa fraction? Meron tayong quotient, di ba? So, gagamitin naman natin dito quotient rule naman.
Quotient.
Parang mas participative pa yung mga, ano may, anak mo ba yan, Keith? Okay, so, paano natin ulit ang kunin ng derivative ng quotient? Or quotient rule, paano natin i-perform? How do we perform quotient rule? Oh, naalala si law de high minus high de law over law squared. Naalala ba yon?
Nakapaisip na ako ah.
Naalala si law de high minus high de law. Okay? So to get the derivative, okay, of this, iba law. We just copy first the denominator and then multiply with the derivative of high, law de high, derivative of the numerator minus, copy the numerator or high, derivative of the law, derivative of the denominator, all over the square of the denominator. So we have this. Okay? Nakakagulat? Nagulat ko ba kayo?
Pahaba ng pahaba, sir.
Ganun naman talaga yon. Pero if you would notice, kahit mahaba siya, madali naman siyang tandaan o intindihin. Kasi notice, itong tangent x minus cosine x, kinopya ko lang yung denominator. Di ba? Law. You remember that? Times law de high. Ito yung law, ito yung de high. Kasi ito yung derivative nung high. Derivative nung numerator. Derivative ng cosine x ay negative sine u, di ba? Sine u du. But again, du natin dito ay 1, so wala na, hindi na kailangan natin isulat. Okay? And then minus high de law. So high, which is your numerator, which is cosine x. Okay? Times the derivative naman ng ating denominator. Ang derivative ng tangent x, that will be secant squared x. Okay, and then minus, kinopya ko lang yung minus, derivative ulit ng cosine x ay negative
sine x.
Okay. All over, we just square yung ating denominator, which is tangent x minus cosine x quantity squared. O saka na lang natin i-simplify yan. Okay? Malinaw? Okay po ba? May tanong? Ay, nawala na si Pitil. Okay. May tanong pa po ba?
Wala naman po, sir. Ay, sir. May formula po ba to?
Ay, nagulat naman ako sa iyo. Ano ulit yun? Anong formula?
Yung para malaman kung paano yung sunod-sunod ng ano. Formula niya.
Wait lang. Lasing ka ba, girl? Parang lasing ka lang. Ano ulit? Parang lasing ka lang magtanong. Ano yan?
Formula po. Formula.
Aling formula?
Formula po nila. Para malaman kung ano po yung halimbawa. Paano ba?
Sige, kaya mo yan.
Parang paggagayahan mo.
Parang gano'n.
Sa exam, parang ganun na rin. Kasi online ang gagawin nating exam. Hindi ko rin naman kayo mapipigilang walang... Ewan ko kung ganun kayo kabait. Kung kaya ko kayo mapigilang wag magtingin sa ibang during exam. So dahil sa wala rin...
Mabait kami, sir.
Sure ka?
Sir, wala din titignan.
Hindi ko kayo papagamitin ng formula sheets. Pero dahil wala rin naman akong tiwala na joke lang.
Bakit?
Hindi pa kasi hindi naman talaga natin maiwasan yung ibang 'yan. At wala rin akong control. So baka pero as much as possible I would suggest na tandaan niyo pa rin yung mga yung theorems natin. Kasi kahit may formula sheets ka at hindi mo alam kung ano yung gagawin mo, it will really be very difficult. Basta pag nakita mo, ang kagandahan dito, pag nakita mong, kunwari ito, kita mo na may fraction, so alam mo dapat gagamitan mo ka ng quotient rule. Okay? Nakita mo ang ganun, tapos hindi mo naman alam kung anong gagawin. Pwedeng mute. Pwede pala ako mag-ganon. Powerful nga pala ako. I can mute them. Okay, so kunwari ito, nakita mo na may fraction. So alam mo na dapat gamitan mo siya ng quotient rule. Diba? So pag alam mo na yung quotient rule, madali mo nang tingnan. So, kung kahit ikaw meron kang formula sheet, tapos titingnan mo lang siya at hindi mo naman alam kung anong gagawin, wala ding silbi yung formula sheet. So, at kung alam, ikaw naman, kung nakakapag-practice ka at alam mo na may quotient rule at nag-practice mo na yung quotient rule, hindi mo na kailangan yung formula sheet. Okay? Parang magiging automatic na sa inyo. So, I suggest, ang gawin nyo, mag-practice kayo na mag-practice. Merong mga exercise sa module na browse na ba ulit yung module natin?
Ano po yun, sir?
Yung module na sinend ko sa Google Classroom, di ba may sinend ako sa inyo? Saka kahit sa GC natin, di ba, nasend ko na rin yung module. May mga exercise doon on these parts and these types of problems. You can answer. And then, kung may mga tanong kayo, pwede nyong itanong sa akin. Okay? Huwag kayong mahihiya. Pwede nyo lang, medyo naging busy lang tayo nung holidays. Pero ngayon, pwede nyo na ulit akong bulabugin. Okay? During class hours, di ba klase naman natin 5 to 8. So within that time, pwede kayong magsagot, and then kapag meron kayong kailangang itanong, you can always ask me. Open naman yung ating GC, you can ask there, or pero para pinakamabilis the GC, or you can just simply use the Google Classroom. Pwede kayong mag-post doon. Baka yun din ang mga tanong ng ibang mga classmate nyo, hindi nahihiya lang, you can initiate. Okay ba yun? Malinaw po ba? Any questions so far? Wala na? Nasagot ko ba yun, Miss Lechita? Shaira?
Opo, sir. Opo, sir.
So,
Sir, papagamitin nyo pa kami, sir, ng formula table.
ay, parang yun ang tanong ni Miss Lechika Kit. Hindi ka nakikinig.
Nagpuputol-putol kasi kanina eh.
Anyway, panoorin mo na lang ulit yung recording nito. Yun din ang sagot.
Sige po, sir.
So ano pa, may tanong pa ba? Si Mr. John Paulo, parang napakatahimik
Salamat po, sir.
Batang. Wala. Yan ang pinaka nakakatakot na estudyante, yung mga walang tanong. Yung walang imik. Usually bumabagsak yun. Maubos na yung ating maubos na yung ating 40 minutes. So we only have last 10 minutes. Anyway, ganito lang naman ka-short yung ating discussion today. So ito, na-incorporate ko na naman. Nag-incorporate tayo ng product rule. Ang hindi ko lang na-incorporate ay yung siguro pwede natin gawin yung isa. Kunwari, let's have, ano ba tayo dito? Maybe we can add one more. Isa pa siguro. Sabi nga natin. Okay, so maybe we can add one more na incorporated naman yung isang theorem na yung tawag doon, a generalized power formula. Kunwari, let's call this number 4. Wala na isama yun. Let's what if you are given, for example, maganda. Ayaw. y. Ay na magpakitang gilas. Ayan. Anyway, kunwari, we have y equals, ano kaya? Wait nga lang. Tago ko muna nga yan. Let's post the record. Okay, let me share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ito ulit. Kunwari ito, you are given this one. How are you going to get the derivative? So, to get the derivative of this, ano mangyayari? Okay natin. So, to get the derivative of this, so magiging y prime, di ba? Y prime. Ito, notice, merong exponent tayong 3, di ba? That will serve us, parang ito, we have an exponent, rather a base raised to 3. So parang we will be using the generalized power formula. Diba ang generalized power formula, we place parang n, which is 3, tapos babawasan natin yung exponent natin ng 1, magiging 2 na siya. Can you follow? Hindi pa yung nagtatapos, times derivative pa nung base. Diba? Parang n u to the n minus 1 times du, or yung ating derivative nung nasa loob. So magkakaroon pa tayo ng times derivative ng sin x. Ano yung derivative ng sin x? That would be cosine x, right?
Awesome.
Okay. Plus, pero ang mangyayari dito, derivative ng cosecant u ay magiging negative, di ba? So minus na siya. Minus cosecant u cotangent u, right? So ito. Ay, putol na siya. And then, cotangent u, di ba? So, gawin na lang natin itong cotangent. Pilitan natin ito para mag-cash. Okay, can you still follow, guys? Okay?
Yes, sir.
But take note dito, cosecant u, cotangent u, times u prime, di ba? So, mangyayari, magmumultiply pa tayo dito ng derivative ng 1 minus 3x. Ano yung derivative ng 1? Ay 0, di ba? Derivative ng negative 3x ay negative 3. Meron pa tayong ganyan. Saka natin sa isasarado. Okay? So, yun. Malinaw? Saka na lang natin isin. Ha?
Medyo gets na.
Okay. Diba ito n, yung n natin, yung exponent na 3, tapos itong buong u, itong nandito sa loob, yung nasa loob na yun ay yun, di ba? Tapos, copy lang, and then yung exponent, minus 1, kaya naging 2 ito. Kuha. Tapos, i-multiply sa derivative nitong nasa loob. Ano yung derivative nitong sin x? Yun yung cosine x. Ang derivative ng cosecant u, negative cosecant u cotangent u. Right? Follow? Times ito, kaya meron tayong times negative 3 kasi derivative ng 1 minus 3x. Saka natin i-close. Notice, yung careful din tayo sa parenthesis ha. Yung parenthesis na to, ito, partner nito ay ito, di ba? Kasi isang buo yan. Follow? Yun ang partnering. So, ito, i-multiply mo to. Notice ito, nag-multiply dito sa negative 3x. Pero yung negative 3, kung dito lang sa multiplying, kasama sa cosine. Okay na ba? Malinaw?
Opo, sir.
Yun ang isa pa sa pwedeng variation aside sa quotient and product rule, we can consider incorporating it to what we call the generalized power formula. Okay, so we have less than 3 minutes. Paki-on nga ulit ng inyong tawag na camera and then show your beautiful faces, guys. And then we'll have parang magkamukha na kayo, Pete at saka Syra. Okay.
Logi, sir. Logi.
Parang magka-shape na yung mukha nyo. Anyway, sige na. Ready?
Dami kinain eh.
Saan na ba yung print screen ko? Ayan, print screen. Wait lang.
Tatatlo-tatlo lang.
Ang dami natin, di ba? Okay na yan. So, ayun, okay na yan, guys. So, we'll end the lesson here. Ingat lagi pa rin, ha? Magugas pa rin lagi ng kamay at huwag hayaang lumabas o pumunta sa kung saan. Ay, may dumating. Hi,
May
Miss
humabol.
Stephanie. Patapos na kami, girl. Anyway, we have less than 1 minute. Oh, one more. Oh, video ulit. Ay, ano, isa pang picture ulit habang nadagdagan. Okay, on
May
ulit
humabol.
ng bilis. Less than 1 minute na lang. Stephanie, will you please turn on your video, please?
Sir, ano yan yung sa kapatid ko yan?
Okay lang,
Hindi ko
basta nakikita yung mukha mo.
Sige po,
Mukha mo
wait lang.
naman ang importante dyan. Ayan. Huwag ka malikot. Ayan, meron pang kasamang dato puti.
Dato pit toyo.
Titinda ka ba? Pabili nga.